Hey guys, what's going on? Nick Abner here. And just real quick before I dive into this quick little teaser video for you, this Tuesday, July 22nd, I'm going to be hopping on with Michelle at 9 p.m. Eastern. There's probably going to be a link down below this video so that you can click on that and get yourself registered. Now this is going to be a paid webinar because we are going to be sharing some things that are far more valuable than what you see on free webinars. Typically our webinars are like that anyways, even when they are free. So go ahead and click on that link if you haven't already. Now let's dive in. This is really cool because you can use this not only for retargeting, which is going to be the primary subject of concern for this webinar, but you can use this for all of your other Facebook ads. Now, as you know, if you've ever put a Facebook ad up on Facebook, the image is the biggest piece of your ad. So it just kind of goes without saying, that's the most important part to get right before even the copy. So I want to share with you a little trick that I use to edit images and to find really high quality images really quickly without having to go through the Google images or Bing images or whatever like that. Typically those images are watermarked or you can't find the right size, etc. But now with Facebook's new Find Images, you can actually take images from Facebook, edit them, and put them back on. Now I want to give you fair warning here. Don't go in here and swipe images from Facebook's Find Images and put them on your blog. That's not cool. There's copyright infringement going on. The only reason why I do this is because I put them back on Facebook. All right, so now let's get into here. Find Images right here. Now we're gonna act like we're doing a retargeting ad, and the kind of retargeting ad images that I like are confused people. So I type in confused kid, confused girl, confused group, and they're usually putting their hands up doing funny things. I'm going to share with you what you can do in editing text into there and the kind of text that you want to put into your ad. So I've just choose a couple here. As you see, I already chose a few. So you're just going to go to Find Images, search for whatever you need, and put those images in there. Now we're not going to submit this, we're just getting the images, all right? So the next thing that you got to do is go over here and select any kind of fan page. It doesn't matter which one, you just need it to be able to appear down here. Now this is where it gets tricky, all right? If I were to copy this image right here, it would be all pixelated and funny looking if I were to enlarge it and put it into my Photoshop. So what I can do is hold down Command and click plus. And if you're on a PC, then you can do it another way. Just make sure that you can enlarge your desktop window. So then I'll just scroll down here, scroll right here, and now I can copy that image, which is much larger and will appear much clearer. Now the cool thing is, this is actually bigger than the image will appear on Facebook. So we're kind of guaranteed that we're going to have a good looking photo when it minimizes. So I'm going to bring that back down. Now what I've already done is I've copied these 3 photos. So I would just go through those, copy them, then re-minimize my desktop and go into Photoshop. Now if you don't have Photoshop, definitely recommend you get it if you're in this business for the long run. It's a really valuable tool to have, but there are plenty of other free tools online. All you got to do is search into Google Image Editor and you can find some free ones that are web-based. Now once you got your images, you're going to drag them into your Photoshop or your image editor, and in here you can start editing some text and some borders in there. So let's keep it simple. We're just going to add a border and we're going to add some text. So I like using the theme of don't leave empty-handed, because if we're targeting somebody who clicked on our ad and then left our page and we're retargeting them to get them back over there so they can opt in, then we want them to see our ad and wonder, oh wow, what did I leave empty-handed with? And that's when you can get them back over to the capture page. So you can edit some text into there. I like adding some cool text that fits with the background. So if I had a black background, I'd do white text, just simple aesthetics, right? Now, if you do have Photoshop, this is a really cool trick to add borders, is you just create a box, so a solid box, and you'll notice right here that my fill is 0, and all I did was add a stroke. So I added a border stroke that's centered, and that creates this really nice red border. Now you can play around with different borders. I've always found that red is the most actionable color, so it just seems to work with ads the best. You can play with blues and greens and stuff like that too though. So you'll see here that I have all my ads. So I have this little girl looking up, and that's kind of cool too when you can find images that are facing your text or facing your call to action button if you're using one of those. So we got another one right here, if I make that go. So she's doing the same thing. So this text works, the text position works for all those images. Sometimes you have to readjust it. So just wanted to share that cool trick with you. Now all you would have to do at this point is export those images, and then you'd come over here and click upload images, and you'd upload your 3 images into Facebook. Now the really cool thing is, you may already know this, but once your images are uploaded just once, you don't have to do it ever again, because right here in Browse Library, they're going to be saved in your image library, so you can refer back to them whenever you need to. Alright, so that's all for this video. Once again, this Tuesday, July 22nd at 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm hopping on with Michelle, and we're going to be teaching you some really cool things. There's probably a button or a link down below this to get registered. I can't wait to see you there, and we'll talk very soon.